What up guys, this is Kong and today I'm back again for another anime review. Today I'm going to be talking about My Hero Academia, Bakugo Academia episode season 3 episode 5 I believe. And this is basically the about Deku, the fight after Deku had with Muscular Man. And he said Coda, they go back to the the camp flight, you can say, and meet up with Mr. Aizawa or Eraserhead, and Deku was like totally fucked up his arm and that sort of thing. And then he's going, and then Deku had to warn the other and try to find Kachan or Bakugo, because the League of Villain, one of their goal was to get Bakugo. So, and then then Deku goes back, and you go back to the home base or the home training base, and he saved one of the pussycat from the League of Villain, like destroy all the knife and whatnot. And one of the guys noticed that, like, oh shit, Deku is here. That means he took out Muscular Man. He realized that he got to take out this kid. And one of the other League of Villains, the villain's like, hey, no, this is Shigaraki's personal desire, personal possession. That's because this is, you say, like, this is specifically for Shigaraki. We don't mess with the boss's a toy or plaything. Yes, that's kind of the way I interpret it. So, and then what's kind of cool about this is that we get to meet Mustard Head or Mustard Boy. He basically in the mask, he releases his mask, and then these two kids from class B realize, like, okay, the gas is not moving, and it's staying in one direction, and they realize that, okay, someone is controlling this, someone is producing this, so they make sense, and they're like, okay, let's go to that source, to the source, and eliminate it. And I'm like, wow, that's actually smart, like that kind of like give these characters some development, like, okay, they're not dumb student, they're actually thinking student, they're like, okay, it's just common sense, like if you see a fog and there's wind, it should go one direction, but instead they stayed in one area. So they're like, okay, let's go there. And then they meet the guy, the Mustard Boy, and Mustard Boy is able to read where I think it's like Metal Boy, where he's coming up, because the movement in the fog. And then the girl with big hands, she just she's like blow all the air away, and then Steel Man just kick him, punch him in the face, and he was like out KO. So, and then one thing that I think that this would be interesting and also be a predicament for Deku would be when he goes into the forest, and then this Shadow Boy, Shadow Kid, can't remember his name, but he had the ability to control darkness, and he was saying that if there's too much darkness, he's become uncontrollable and that sort of stuff. Do he save him, or does he go and save Bakugo? And then at the Bakugo and Todoroki is fighting against this villain who's like had sharp teeth like stuff coming out his teeth, which was really bizarre and like creepy at the same time, and like twisted at the same time. It's like all that mixed together. I'm like, yeah, he's twisted and messed up in the mind. So like I like that. It's like that's a great character design, So like, and I'm like, you know what? I hope Deku made the decision to save Shadow Boy instead of Bakugo or Todoroki, because Todoroki is a really powerful student. He had two quirks that he can manipulate that itself gives him an advantage. And then you have Bakugo, who is, who I guess you could say experience and explosion. You know, he know how to use it, know how to utilize it. So I think that they got that handle. They can do it by themselves. So I think that Deku will, you know, make the good decision to save his friend, the Shadow Boy, because, you know, when you think about it, it's like, okay, Todoroki and Bakugo can handle themselves. You know, he doesn't need to go help Bakugo. He had to help this, but then also at the same time is that Shadow Boy, his quirk is his strength increases the darker it is, or in dark area, and he don't really have control over it. And that's the one thing that I think Shadow Boy hasn't really mastered his quirk in total darkness. And I think he's sort of working on this, but he's working on it in a really small scale darkness, not in like a complete darkness, you know, where it's like it goes awry, you know. It's like, so I think Deku will make that choice and go save Shadow Boy and redeem. Then maybe Shadow Boy will redeem himself to be able to control his quirk or his ability. I hope we get to see that, because in Hero Academia there's so many unique characters. I would just like to see a little bit of development for all these characters. Not all of them, but just a little bit in pieces that make this series full of characters that you can relate to, that they're unique in this series, in the show. So I would like to see that. So there's not much to really talk about this this episode, other than the choices that Deku have to make, who he have to save. So that is, you know, what it really comes down to, which situation is most important and which decision is less important. And in the sense, we all have to deal with those kind of situations. I don't know about you, but I have to deal with those kind of situations. Really making the decision, say, hey, which one is more important, which is not, and which is cost. Which one is cost effective and which one would not cost effective, which one would hurt me more and which one would not hurt me more. There's a lot of factor that goes into a decision making. So I think that's kind of what I take from this episode, is that there a lot of it is decision making. When you become a hero, you have to, you know, make a decision. You have to sort of figure out the consequences and the damage and that sort of thing. The other factors that you have to make on the fly as a hero. So I really like that, you know, to train these students to be a hero when they eventually become certified or professional hero, that they will take this experience with them when they leave the school. You know, like, oh hey, I remember this situation. Oh hey, I remember that. You know, that they become more. They can make quicker a judgment call. And that's really important in any situation, in, you know, management, in, you know, in sports, in finance, or in anything really. Is able to make a quick decision, the best decision you can, then you are a really, really, really good decision maker. So that's what I take from it. But anyway, guys, please, I want to say, please like, thumbs up, share, subscribe, and browse my YouTube channel. I have a lot of content on there for you guys to check, over 300. So please check those. And also, most importantly, guys, please press that bell button, because it'll help me and it'll help you. All right. Most importantly, you, because you know what's going on, and it's a mutual relationship. It help me and help you. So we gotta help each other. You know what I'm saying? And most importantly, overall, I just want to say thank you so much for your time and effort to watching My Hero Academia Season 3, Episode 5 review. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.